veto and see which map we'll be playing on. We've already seen 2 clubhouses today. Please, for the love of God, I beg you, give me a map 3 that's something different. No. Okay.
Begging what do you want to get? Okay. Interestingly enough, actually, this is a rematch as well. So last time FaZe and NIP fought, it was on Clubhouse, and FaZe won it. So NIP have since then, though, played the map a lot. This has been a big map for NIP, which they've won fairly often, but as we saw in the last matchup, sometimes it can favor the other team, so gonna be tough, but at least in this case, NIP are fighting against a sub. Very doable. We'll see what the map bans or op bans end up being. So we've seen a bit of a mix on those.
Yeah, I mean, Villa banned out by NIP is not something that surprises anyone, and FaZe banning Coastline just is completely normal. FaZe never really touches the map.
I hate seeing the early theme park bans today. It seems like everyone doesn't really want to try that so much again. We saw it tried a little bit in Latin America and then just kind of dropped off again. It's like, maybe not, guys. And I would hope that with 3 clubhouses, can we please get like a theme park for the next match after this?
Yeah, just something. And honestly, the SMSSG game was pretty darn exciting. So I highly recommend you go and watch it. I went through it today in a review, and it was super fun, I have to say. But yeah, what do people think about this matchup at home? As usual, you can vote on all these games at ESL Rainbow Six. There's still one more game after this, and then that's it. You won't really be seeing any votes on here, I guess. 60% for NIP, 34% for FaZe Clan. Given the situation, completely understandable. But that said, Devin, you remember in the last game, in the very final round, you know, I went off very cringily, as usual, and sang something. And, you know, haha, cringe in chat. Ghassan cringe, more like Ghassan cringe. Fair enough. But somebody actually came up with this, Mr. Saad25 ZAG on Twitter, who actually has a photo of him in Stokes, so immediately blocked. But apparently he came up with this in a few minutes. 10 Rainbow players, 9 breaching charges, 8 nades a cook, and 7 seconds remaining, 6 stuns a stun, and 5 fraggers rushing, 4 casters casting, 3 points for winning, 2 ops remaining, and an echo in a corner. That's not too bad, I have to say.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's definitely better than what you had going, so...
Oh, 100%, no question.
Step up.
I think I'm setting the bar pretty low, and I'm doing it, of course, on purpose. Imagine if I were to explore all of my possibilities as a person, a patron of the arts.
Yeah, I don't think this is the venue for that.
Definitely not. So yeah, we're
got all the players, making sure they're ready.
Clubhouse again.
Getting the R's. Here we go.
I can't wait to start talking about which operators are going to be banned and how they breach into the same wall every time.
I really hope it's not a Maverick Thatcher this time. That's something we haven't seen yet, thankfully, because Capitau's been getting the axe instead. So let's hope that ends up being the case as well. Just making sure, hopefully, almost ready. Not quite. We were very close. Just one moment. But, yeah, FaZe having won this last time, I believe it was 7-5. Just double checking, yeah. So that's pretty close, right? That's one round away from being a 6-6, really, despite the fact that it's technically a 2-round difference. It's very close to being a tie. All right, here we go. Hear the music firing up. We'll get into match.
Let's go.
Just a second here. There we go. And then the band's
bereit? Let's go. FaZe versus NIP. You've seen it in so many video games outside of Siege, and you'll see it again here in LATAM. It's Clubhouse, map we've never seen before that has absolutely nothing different than what we'll see in the past. There it is, Maverick ban, so that's something. Second, Thatcher ban. Let's go. Let's go. You know you want it. You know you want it. Just do it.
I do not want it.
Hit me with your best shot. Go.
Ban something random like Monty. A buck I'll do, okay.
Fair enough.
I'll take it. We hadn't had Maverick banned actually previously. It'd been Thatcher or Thermite or Habana or whatever, so this will be a little bit different. Goyo, there we go, that's fun. These things are being interesting here in terms of bans. We've had fairly different bans, at least on attack for all 3 maps, and now slightly different on defense. and that being a little less unexpected.
Goyo ban makes a lot of sense. Everybody complains about the 20-second meta. Fair enough. Most people misuse the term, whatever. Ban the Goyo, you don't have to deal with them. Fair enough. Round 1 is going to start. FaZe on attack. And NIP, are you going to go for cash? No, it's Church first. Fair.
Well, Church with Echo. This should be interesting down to the last second. Oh, is he really going to stick? I doubt he's going to stick. There's probably a 6 pick over to the Echo. We'll see 6 pick now, and there we go. Also sneaking over to the Habana for Hatch Fun.
Live. Hello.
It's too bad he's switching off that IQ. Now he's not going to be able to spot the Echo, and they are certainly not going to do the extra Hatch play. I think they would have been better off probably with the IQ, but I don't think they necessarily knew there was going to be the Echo.
Honestly, sticking the Frost on like Gym Bedroom might not be too bad of an idea, even though it's not really the best, but fair enough. Today we're still running Clubhouse only.
Yeah, apparently that's the theme of the day.
So reinforcements coming in from Muzi. You're bringing Mute Mossy combo. You also have the Echo. NIP are going to roam on that top floor. They still have a castle. Man, SSG really made it so this strategy is super viable, didn't they?
Well, certainly has become a thing. No Vigil with it, but that's where you got the Echo instead for play towards extra delay at the end instead of earlier on. Which makes sense. If he's not banned, might as well take advantage of it. So, let's see if Live's pick, 6 pick over to the Ashes, ends up being worth it. He's going to try and play fairly aggressive to go in, but I imagine they are droning him in to some extent.
Well, Ash in, opening up into Billiards. No, you're going to need that charge against the Castle Barricade. Might as well drone in. You'll get the confirmation. Zofia's already firing in. See the barricades are going to melt off due to this sort of push. And there's FaZe Clan entering. It's all about delay here. It's game of cat and mouse and a lot of time to be drained off of what FaZe have available to them. But at least you got Billiards already open. And now you have the decision in your hand. Do you just completely bypass the defenders that are playing maybe on the top floor and just go down for that push downstairs, or actually play into it?
If you can successfully cut off rotates back, that can work. Especially if you can get the plant down out of it quickly, that can definitely work. With no Buck available and having to use Sledge instead as well, it might make some small difference in how they at least clear the kitchen floor.
So Psycho, first one on alive. At least the Ash has been taken away, and he's gonna play here. No one's gonna push Psycho away. You can stun him, do whatever he wants. Like,
he's a psycho, man. He's too crazy.
This is Rasputin, you know. They stabbed him, they shot him, they threw him in the river, and in the end, he still was somehow alive. And they're gonna try to do the same here with Psycho. Astro and Mav, though, will find a kill of their own as Muzi shuts down Yuna. But they're trying to push in here onto site, and the Zofia gets spotted. Muzi taking down Astro, who somehow is able to sneak into site. Best Narfex, AR-33 doing work. Not the second. Kamikaze with the Bearing 9 will hit the headshot, turning it into a 2v1. And the wall might be soft here, but the coach at least has done his work. Mav's going to drone in, noticing that Pino's around the corner. The reinforcement is done perfectly. But can he push him? Yes, he can. Mav's going to find the 2K. He drops Pino on the floor, and there's still 30 seconds left. Kamikaze walks in right in the line of fire. Mav and FaZe Clan. They find the round out of nowhere. Devin, this should never have happened.
I mean, why is the Echo pushing there? I mean, please tell me he still had Yokais left somewhere. That was not the play, unfortunately, for him. That really shouldn't have been salvageable, especially with the man disadvantage they had going into downstairs, and Psycho doing a good job upstairs, but they were at least able to clear quite a few and then get down to the bottom floor somewhat quickly, I suppose. There is that. See a Church attempt again here from FaZe, from NIP rather, attack on it from FaZe. We'll see if NIP can pull it off this time. Again, NIP have a lot riding on this. FaZe do not so much, so we'll see if that pressure actually backfires. They are going to bring a Jackal this time, something we saw kind of late in the last match. Didn't make a huge difference, I don't think, last match, but may make a huge difference here, especially with it being brought earlier. Might be more effective than that Ash, to be honest, but maybe the Ash will be playing off the information you get from the Jackal pings. We are going to see the Echo again here, basically same lineup coming out from Ninjas Pyjamas.
I mean, Devin, let's be honest. For once, the Echo is not banned, and there's just thrown away. Is Kamikaze running the Supernova?
He is, and you know, you don't really need to do that, especially when you've got the Super Shorty on the castle, and of course the shotgun from Mute as well. So
you got two
and then
Super Shorties.
Yeah, from Psycho as well. So yeah, it really pointless. I mean,
why?
Were you gonna run the M870 on Muzi as well?
This is a Ryan Reynolds moment of like, but why? It makes no sense. I don't get it. But fair enough. If this is what you want, then so be it. They're gonna play this again here, NIP. FaZe Clan winning it off the back of Mav. Narfex being able to find the player in the hallway definitely helped out. But this roam on the top floor at least netted Psycho 1 kill in the last round. It was down on the Ash. Just using that hatch that's opened up in construction to his advantage.
Well, we are going to see Dirt get opened up here.
And actually,
yeah.
Just to cut you off for a moment there, this is the second round in a row that the Echo runs shotgun. It was the same on round 1. I'm watching the replay right now, so...
It certainly didn't work for him there. So, we'll see if Live can live a little bit longer this time. It certainly seems to be, but he is pressuring down pretty quickly. And maybe he'll actually go to push it. Looks like he's going to push into Arsenal. All right, Army. Here we go. And the fight is lost. Nice try. They're going to push Dirt, though, from the other side. Maybe a little mistimed. And here we go. Echo actually getting value out of the shotgun after all. I mean, he gets 1 out of it, but still better than nothing.
He's just on site. Why are you just walking on site? Astra's gonna find one more. They're just in control of this here FaZe Clan. I don't know how they even have bodies on site, but they're gonna go for the plant. Mav not even using the smokes that he has available could help him out here, and the Zofia has still a ton of utility. Impact stuns, the whole 9 yards. You can use all of them. Getting pressured above from that kitchen area. And Super Shorty being used here for good work. Mav losing the gunfight against Psycho. Astro used some of that utility for just a moment, my man. He's going to swing around. He's got the best utility in the world. This is rifle. And the second one as well. Caught off guard. Julio falling into Astro for the 3K. And Astro now in the 1v1 against Pino. Seeing the amount of work that Pino can do with an SMG-11. But do they know where Astro is? 8 seconds left. It's impossible to do now. It's all over. Even if you try to win this, he's on the floor. He's going to win the gunfight, but to no avail. Pino losing things out here is FaZe Clan yet again disarm the bomb for 2 rounds in a row in church.
What a play. Just absolute stunner of a finish. Like, I can't believe he was able to hold that off solo. I mean, I'm starting to wonder if NIP are scared of money. Because they're just situations where they should be able to pull this off. FaZe instead are pulling off these attacks. It's hard to believe because NIP we know they're capable of winning these, honestly. I mean, they are second best team in the world at the moment. They're definitely doing better than FaZe in the leaderboard. They should be winning this. But again, FaZe did win this the last time. But FaZe are also playing with a sub. This is, I don't know, NIP really need to get together. And they're on defense as well. This is, I don't know, NIP need to wake up.
Here's a point for everybody watching at home. If they have entered the Rainbow Six world in the past few months after Invitational, because I know there's a lot of new people that come in, fair enough, welcome. However, in the past couple of times that there's been representation from LATAM NPL, which it's been a few years now, but still, NIP were able to be present once, and that was in Tokoname. It didn't really look great for them there, as of course there were visa issues and such. FaZe Clan were the second team in the region, also representing Latin America. Before that, though, was always FaZe Clan and MIBR in there. But in this season, we at least know that both NIP and Liquid, if we actually had a LAN finals, which unfortunately is canceled for obvious reasons, they would have both been there to represent their region on home turf with their top lineups. And it's unfortunate that happens, of course, but obviously there's very good reasons for it. And they're fighting back. NIP and Liquid are taking control of their region finally, as they used to back in the day. Two teams that are definitely on point. The FaZe Clan showing up in this matchup so far. NIP just falling apart at the seams. Ion or no?
Well, they did bring the IQ this time to be able to possibly deal with the Echo, which is now being played by Psycho instead of Compass. Oh, nice job, Bandit, tricking those X-Kairos, I believe. Or actually could have been the Kite Electroclaw. Very likely is that's more doable to stop the X-Kairos. So, despite the Thatcher being available here, we are just seeing some good counterplay to it, but I think likely going to see, though, at least the hot tub wall opened, relatively uncontested. Did have one player, I think, that was playing near it who was able to rotate off, or might have just been in the bathroom seeing the silhouette.
If only Starfx had an angle grip on the AR-33.
If only.
That would make it so much better. Apparently it's a meme, so I didn't know about that.
Must just be a pay-to-win attachment.
Pretty much. Remember back when you used to need Renown for all of this, for all these attachments to be unlocked. Those are weird days, to say the least. But here we are, FaZe Clan falling off and preparing for their push, and actually have a decent chunk of time to walk into this. Thermite charge will go off, and there's the Bandit battery. Where's the second EMP? Starfx, too slow.
Bandit head tracking has definitely been great. Kamikaze, though, despite not playing Echo this time, is going to fall again early. Well, at least Psycho still got those Yokais available, I imagine. Mav might have spotted them by now, though. There is the Echo himself. He's actually going to come around and get two with the MP5. See, that's why you don't play the shotgun.
You see him on the drone, yet there is zero reaction from FaZe Clan there, and they fall flat on their faces. All you need to do is just make sure there's one guy on the window to protect your flank, and that's it.
Well, that will give advantage to NIP. Somehow NIP will still end up losing this, though, given the last two rounds. "25 seconds left, though, for FaZe to make this happen. They don't have enough map control yet to really go for a plant. They're actually still leaving the diffuser on the ground, but there we go, two from NIP before it's traded back by Live. It's all on Live now. He's a little far from the diffuser, and it's not going to happen. Finally, NIP pick up a defensive round.
Yeah, the Habana seems a bit confused there, but fair enough, NIP are going to pick it up, and it was all off of, again, FaZe Clan's mistakes. They came in, breached through Jacuzzi, then just sat there. They wanted to break through the wall. Unfortunately, there was no just a second. All it took was a second EMP. Always double EMP when you can, because you can push that that initial wall from Jacuzzi using a player just peeking through a gym window, especially if there's no content. But then for the other wall, just use your last two EMPs. Why are you holding up on it? Open up the wall and you'll feel way better about it. Church is going to be played here, and that switch to Dokebi is going to be fine. You're expecting that roam play. Makes sense. There's a mute as usual. And Kamikaze is running the Supernova again. I mean, it's done on purpose, I guess, for some reason.
Well, he's going to try it. I mean, I thought Psycho did a pretty good job on Echo last round, so I mean, they're back down in Church, so obviously they have their lineups for the particular bomb site. Why they're not trying Cash, I don't know, though. They've definitely mysteriously lost Church twice, and I think Cash, given the way they played the top floor for Jim, probably would be a better bet, but I don't know, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and then hope they know what they're doing here.
So, Pino walking up the stairs again. Mute Jammer is going to be sent down. One of your final things, your final additions, the cherry on top. Just sit back and wait for your opponents to walk into you pretty much at that moment. Kamikaze on the Echo again, as I said before, but the question is, how are you going to run those yokai drones? You put them solo, split them 1-to-1 and have one of them supporting the defenders. You split them around sites to play around there. There's alternatives. There's different ideas. But FaZe have kind of been bypassing through all of this. You look at the rounds before. The Kabi call is going to come in. They know there's players upstairs. That's kind of already confirmed. And there's default camp shot down by the Zofia. Right on time. Pressure being put into logistics. But FaZe are making their way downtown. And oh, the miss. Pino will hit the headshot. Snarfx taken out. Mark 14 not helping there.
Well, they don't have the IQ this time to be able to spot the Echo, so hopefully they can do a bit more work. And the fact that one of the actual counters we don't see often to the Echo is actually the Dokubi now, because you can call an Echo, his number is no longer blocked. So that is unfortunate. That is their first loss. Pino himself could fall soon, but they need to make it happen, and there we go. Live with a nice shot. Taking a bit too much damage considering how low health Pino had left as well, but at least they're getting the job done and clearing the map. Still a minute 20 left. We saw, FaZe pull off worse situations the first 2 rounds, so totally doable here. But they need to start getting things checked off still.
You open up the hatch here if you want. And Astra's gonna walk on in. There's the sledge. You thought that he just ninja'd his way in, but it was all planned. There's little time left. There's under a minute, and what we've seen before is that FaZe Clan were already on site in this moment and going for a plant. But this is the usual orthodox way of doing things. Even with all the impacts, not enough apparently to stop this kitchen hatch from being opened up. It was never in the repertoire of NIP for the matchup. Mav trying to find somebody inside of Armory, but it doesn't look like there is anybody there to hold them back. Go mine is destroyed. You could just walk right into Armory. Maybe though this is bait, and that's what you should be watching out for if you're FaZe Clan. 4v4, and there might be a yokai drone around. You have to be careful about the timing, and Eunice gonna drop in. 1 kill for him and 1 for live. You go for the plant, but Psycho's already found 1 kill into. Astro, pick up the diffuser. Go for it right now. He takes so much damage from Julio. The yokai already dead. No Echo is around. And Mav, all he has to do is watch for the rotation. The castle shot down. Mav, great play there. Staying inside of the hallway. And no need for him to push inside of Armory. You can cut off rotation pretty easily from this position. FaZe Clan successful again. 3 rounds in attack on this map is pretty darn good, considering also a Maverick and a Buck band.
Yeah, the bans on the attackers aren't so bad necessarily, but the fact that NIP have been doing things like being able to bandit and kite trick, things like that, and FaZe are still winning rounds. NIP's just their late round defenses, gotta say, are kind of terrible. The early rounds, they're doing a decent job. They're managing to stall out. They're occasionally getting players. But it's just they can't seem to seal the deal towards the end of the round in stopping the plant from going down or stopping map control from going over to FaZe. Maybe FaZe are doing a good job late round droning, and that's helping out. But NIP need to really push harder here. Now, this is their first time trying cash. Maybe they'll have better luck here, but it's tough. I mean, they've again not really proven they could do too much. They can even stop walls from getting open here because of the Maverick ban. It still can't close those rounds out all that well, but they did manage to close that 1 round out on Jim, so might be more doable. I don't know if the alibi is going to do a ton for them here, but it does bring an extra shield at least. Kamikaze also bringing one as well, so we'll see how things go down for this round.
10 seconds to go.
So, Musi setting up here with his ADSs. The rotations being set up for himself by his team. The alibi is in play. Many people might be thinking, oh, alibi's, not good, to not put any other words in my mouth. As some players have said in the past, her utilities, Milosh, what are you talking about? Actually, it's not too shabby. You can bring those impacts if you want. You have your shield in case, good gun, holograms. In these days where Legion is no longer as easy to use as it was in the past, Alibi is a very good alternative, I have to say. Something that was echoed by Rogue and other teams too. So Emzo's trying to recover in the meantime as Wolf will be back safe and sound. Yuna going in, EMP, one of them. No need for a second one. Very well timed there. Thermite charge will go off, and the wall has been opened up. Effective by FaZe Clan right now. But on the drop, Pino gets the kill. No! NIP, grab one back. How does this even happen? Allowing the simplest of plays to happen when they should just never be happening, if you ask me. All you need is just one person holding on to that position. We saw this from Goga on Vitality's side yesterday actually. It just seems like all days blend together, but he just stood in the warehouse actually right on spawn on the rafters there, and then the catwalk he just found players walking on out, and it's pretty much a free position. I really like that sort of play. Definitely not something you're ever gonna expect. As you're watching for rotations from the usual rotation hole, of course, good shot onto Julio. He's just walking into sight and trying to catch the second one here inside of Garage. A lot of damage exchange here, but Live will find a kill, and the site is open. There's one turning around, but Muzi will slap down Astro. There's two left, and Pino and Muzi. Pino's rotating back onto site. Mav will find one kill on Muzi, leaving the alibi all on her own. Pino hasn't even used all of his holograms, man. Use your utility, you got it. And around the shield, they're gonna fight. And around the corner is Live, waiting very closely for Pino to walk in. FaZe Clan securing the round here on the attack. Working very well for them, extremely well. We head into round 6 with FaZe on the attacking side, yet with a 4-1 advantage. That's just not something you can even allow. Yeah, that's true, Milos. You're so right about everything you say. My name is Emzo Devin Becker, and I approve of this message. And I think that it's very interesting that Milos knows everything about this game. Why, thank you, Devin. It's always so great to hear wonderful words from someone like you that I respect and love so much. Always a pleasure casting with you. Do you think I'm losing my mind in 3 in the morning? Maybe so, maybe not. Who knows? So, here we are. Who knows? Here he is. He's back. Well, I mean, you were here all along, so... Yeah, it worked well for FaZe Clan. They're up 4-1.
Ninjas and Pyjamas, man. Like, with all this on the line, and you have the advantage, how is this going so poorly for them? It seems the coordination is off. I feel like it's communication being off, especially these late rounds. Maybe players are doing the whole, like, dying and screaming and cluttering up comms instead of making good callouts. But they should have the extra intel. They have yokai drones that are not likely being killed. They should have extra late round intel. Plus, they're doing a lot of delaying. Maybe it's those late round communications where it's like, as FaZe are pushing aggressively towards the end, Ninjas and Pyjamas just not doing a good job calling out where the pressure is coming from. I mean, it's hard to say because we can't see inside their heads, but I feel like that's maybe part of it. Also, Kamikaze continuing to run the Echo. It's not working. Psycho did a better job of it, but at the end of the day, I mean, I know he's available and you could take advantage of him, but you're not winning with him, right? It's just not working. Muzi gonna go first here again. A little bit of a fail. Trying to roam here is really not helping their cause. So yeah, NIP, it's like they want to make this short here, but this is their last round of defense, so maybe something will change on their attacks.
Look, if FaZe Clan win 2 more rounds, it's over for NIP. There's no way for them to catch up, and Liquid will be number 1 in the region. There's a $22,500 difference in price pool. It's huge. It really is. And FaZe Clan are kind of running away with things. They're only blocking NIP. They're playing the normal game, and NIP just... It doesn't look like the team that's been playing so well over the past few weeks, and that was number 2 in Invitational, number 2 in the world.
Yeah, it's really strange to see. Oh, look, even the struggling with the simple electric claw, like they have a Thatcher as well. It's just, this is again just, I don't know. It's been a very strange match to see from, as you said, the number 2 team in the world that you expect a lot more from right now, especially with a lot more on the line for them than FaZe.
So a grenade sailing out as Live is going to drop down. It's just to cover him. Utility being destroyed everywhere. Mav will find the first, second one as well for him. How are they every time on site? How is this even happening? Kamikaze gets one. Astro the last one, and Kamikaze FaZe Clan just run them over. What are we watching? Man, honestly, what a great game of Terrorist Hunt that we're watching today.
Right?
Every game on Clubhouse today has been a game of Terrorist Hunt, and
You know what?
I'm traumatized.
Honestly, I think the terrorists do a better job with their C4 at least. So there's that. And their barbed wire. We'll see with side switching though if anything changes. If FaZe can play even half as well as they did on attack, then it's over for NIP. I mean, Liquid left the door open for them. And NIP seeming to go, FaZe, can you shut that for us real quick? It's getting kind of cold in here. Mav bringing out the dock. They are going to start in church.
Be careful, Devin, though. If you're talking about a team that's winning, people might think that you're biased towards one side or the other, because that is, of course, how it works.
Yeah, I am. I'm definitely biased towards the team that is destroying the other team at the moment. I am tend to leaning towards them to be the favorite team to win. That does tend to happen. Yes.
Very good point. 5-1. It really is about NIP. How NIP are losing the rounds. They are really messing up every single time.
They're finding a lot of ways to, it seems.
It's like, how are FaZe just allowed to be? Every time we look at Mav, he's literally in church. Why? How does that even happen? I don't know. It's crazy. There's FaZe Clan now setting up on their first defense. All they need is just one round. NIP cannot recover after that.
I mean, yeah, that's the problem, right? Is NIP can't just tie to make it happen. So, we'll see Mav, a cheeky spawn peek attempt. And hey, you're far ahead, might as well.
Mav walking back down to site. No, he actually wants to fight this toilet.
Bathroom break.
Doorway barricaded.
All right, well, FaZe definitely feeling confident, and NIP not really doing much to punish that.
Some serious drywall work coming up.
So, they've got to do something about, of course, the roam. And they're going to start to, from the roam itself.
All right.
Pino, first to go here from the SMG-11.
And he's the only one that's playing in that top floor, right? There's players spread around, but there's no real other player that's kind of supporting him on this top roam inside cache. Zofia's going to try to push in here and maybe fight, but where's the drone? Why is nobody giving Muzi information? Why is there nobody supporting Muzi in this push? In the meantime, though...
Maybe Julio will just go into site and win.
And that's, I think, what they're preparing here. You know what? We don't need to put in more manpower in it. He spots the castle barricade, and suddenly he's not going to be able to do much about it. There we go.
Psycho, come help me.
Thwarted by a barricade.
But that'll do it. Castle barricade, you know, you're usually expecting to see it a lot more on the middle and top floor. So I can understand you wouldn't necessarily be expecting it there in that position. But boy, was it the right choice. It completely stopped a flank coming out from Julio, who wasn't just going to sit there and smack it forever. Potential flank here coming out as well. Julio, though, going to find one finally onto Astro. That's the Vigil finally down, but there's still Mav just hanging out upstairs. He was able to stay in control of this middle floor uncontested, which, I mean, maybe cool that FaZe is able to, you know, or Nip's able to do something in the kitchen despite that, but at some point here, Mav's just going to come in and be Dr. Death. He's also got a bulletproof camera up somewhere on the map. All right, the patience there for Mav.
I mean, he's going to have a lot of patience on the other side of this hallway.
Very true.
He's going to be knocking them down one by one. It's like Saul Goodman preparing everybody for their winsman. No, oh, okay. Psycho and Muzi are going to find a kill each, and this is going to get spicy real fast. 4 players left. The Starflex is on the floor, but Live will find 1. That's a 2K for him, but can he rescue the Jaeger? You have to walk in and go for the plan. Kamikaze's already set it down. Nitro Cell will sail out. Is in the right position. No, a bit too far. Back there! Shotgun from Live. The 3K with 2 left. close to finding the headshot there, but it's Psycho to save the day for the team. A bit too close, but NIP still recover. They realize the castle barricade is stopping us. Let's just push on in and capitalize on whatever we have available. The fact that they just peaked and won the gunfights upstairs just boggles my mind.
Yeah, that was a really slow round. It's honestly Mav not being able to pull off the flank of the sentry right there. The fact that he was able to sit there that long, unpunished, but also not punishing them, that was a big problem for me that round. Like, had he been able to pull off what he was trying to do, I think things probably would have worked out for FaZe, especially with Live getting a 3K that round. But no, that's unfortunate for Mav. He's going to try a different operator. He's going to try the Echo this round. We'll see if he does better than Kamikaze or Psycho with it up here in cash. But, oh boy. Ninja Pyjamas still just barely crawling back there. His Live almost pulled off that clutch. You saw him get very close to the headshot on the thermite as well. It was just that the plant got down, so of course a tough spot to be in. But nothing crazy being brought here for this top floor. They aren't bringing the Kaid to be able to do any kind of electric tricking, but they are going to have the Bandit, so we'll see if Astro can keep the wall from getting opened as long as possible. Of course, there's no Maverick being banned, but there is the Thermite, Habana, and Thatcher, as well as, of course, the Zofia to try and help with that through the drone hole. So very likely it should get opened, hopefully within a timely fashion.
Razor wire is deployed.
5 seconds to go.
So what do you do now? FaZe again, one more round. NIP have to fight back and win this 7-5. Simple as that. They need 5 more rounds in a row. Definitely a site here that can help them out. Potentially. They have the Thatcher. They're also bringing that Thermite. No Habana. This is something that we're seeing from FaZe on their attacking side. They're bringing, triple heart breach. Even in the last matchup. I mean, triple heart breach, I say, but it's the three-way. And yeah, there we go. The Habana is in play. Somehow. Unseen. Pino hiding amongst the other operators, even though he's on top. You got double heart breach, you've got the Thatcher, you've got the sledge. You can exchange it for a buck, but in this case, the buck is banned for those that cannot see it at the top. That's why you're seeing the sledge in this case. And the Zofia can do work. You can bring the sledge, you can go and, bring out the Ash as well. In my mind, both are very viable for this sort of site. But the entire play is about EMPing this wall correctly, and Julio is going to use 2 EMPs correctly. I'm not sure if it's worth also using the utility from below for the Zofia, but fair enough. Julio will find Astro. There's a good play. A trail of blood on the floor is left, and the wall is opened up. Muzi takes a lot of damage, but the damage has been done. The wall has been opened, and there's more than half the round left.
Yeah, you never want to see you losing the Bandit on that wall. I mean, it's fine if you can't open it, but just if you lose the Bandit during that's a real big problem. That's a big C4 off the board, a good gun, and the MP7 lost. Obviously the manpower not there, so it's not great.
So don't waste the time advantage you have. And NIP are going to use these angles that are opened up by the Habana, standard angle. You see it at the top of the garage reinforcement. And this gives you an angle all the way down into that window rotation. There's one player inside a garage laying down on the floor. And I think that it's the Echo in this. Yuna's going to get dropped and Julio finishes him off. But Mav taking down Psycho. Oh, he peeks around against the second one. And through the wall cannot find anybody. He's just pre-firing there, but he still has the Yokais still giving information. One of them inside a lounge just in case there's any flanks coming through there. With 3 players alive and one of them being smoked, the second being Echo, you really have the potential. But oh, Mav, ballsy play, is going to jump down and he's going to find the Thatcher. Great play on a Julio. No, 3v3. FaZe Clan set for potential victory here as one smoke will go off. Perfect timing for it. In late rotations from NIP on the attack, they have to walk and rush up into the Jaeger, which is holding, and the diffuser is going to be dropped on the floor. That's at the top garage. You have the Echo as well that can help you out. Pino will get the finisher on a Snarfex, but how can you even walk through the smoke? Oh, the kill around the side. Oh my god, the hip fire into the Zofia, dropping the Zofia down. As Live will find 1 kill. And there it is, done and dusted. Relying on hipfire in this game is never something you can actually go with. But
you wanted to know who was the better Echo? Now we know.
Let's go Liquid. So there we go. Liquid with this are secured as the
FaZe
number
just
one
trolling.
team. Number one team now.
Please bring the Capcan and the Tashanka. Now that they don't have to win, they can only sixth pick one of them. Russian squad incoming. Sixth pick to a Glaz then. Nip. Might as well, right? That'd be pretty scrumptious. Snarfx, what are you gonna pick? Pulse, alright. So the Tashanka and Capcan gonna stay.
Oh my god. Bring
No
the
Russians coming up from the Nip.
It doesn't matter right now. Like, this game literally has no impact. Pulse Shotgun is out. Valkyrie's in. Fair enough. You got the Vigil. You got the Tashanka. All hail the Lord. It's still 2016, and apparently this is still a meme. But here he is in all his glory. Not revamped yet. We'll see what the Tashanka will look like after the complete rework of the operator. Honestly, I'm quite sad they're reworking him. I wanted him to always be that meme of a terrible operator that'll never be played.
Well, that's what they were saying before. They were saying they weren't ever going to bother really reworking him from a long time because they were just fine with him being a meme. But I guess they changed their minds unless they just want to make him a different meme.
And literally made him and showed him off as an operator that can literally do what Goyo does, but even better.
I'm still waiting for that to turn out to be a joke.
Honestly, it really was an early April Fool's joke.
I'd like to see the Wamai, though, to Chonkas in the future, just to be able to really protect those shields that they like to put like that.
Yeah.
I would have thought that would have been a good play. I mean, they still could have brought the Jaeger at the very least, but nope. They're just going to go full tilt here. They don't care. They won their 1 point. They don't need any more than that. All they were doing was stopping Nip from winning. They denied Nip a lot of money.
But
so maybe they'll go party with Liquid after this.
The Tashanka is being blocked in the hallway. Live's gonna find a kill here on a Psycho. Oh my god. Oh, here it is. It's a Tashanka kill in Pro League, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually happening.
There you go.
That's pushing up, and they're celebrating. A lot of team damage potentially there, but there's a player right up behind.
Oh boy.
The one running the shield, and unfortunately the Lord will be felled. Pino and Muzi will find a kill each, and Mav even going with a deagle. It's all out. Nobody cares about what happens through this matchup. Nitro's out destroying the shield, but it's a 3v2.
Well, with Lord down, now's the time to get into church there and pray to get him back.
9x19 is a pretty darn good weapon, if you ask me still. These sorts of ranges, very controllable, solid damage for what it is. Conversion kit for
Conversion kit.
Oh, it's a 9x19. It's a Vimpel round.
Well,
And
looks
it's the
like
Makarov.
probably another phase round here. The one-man advantage and a lot of low health, but man, do they have the psychological advantage at this point.
Don't peek around this Mav. You have a Nitro Cell, you can use it, and Live is just preparing to peek himself. Pre-fire around the corner, a lot of damage done, or at least a tiny bit here on the Julio, as the MPX is indeed a pea shooter at that distance. You gotta hit heads. Out of ammo in the deagle, and is he gonna try to use the... Oh my god. He can't do anything about it. It's the wrong angle. You can't really do anything about it. You want it to meme, but Mav has been shot down. The diffuser's on the floor. Look at this angle being used up as well.
Mav's just having a good time with his little Christmas present skin.
I mean, they're just bullying, playing with their food at this point. Nitro Cell's out. Mav gets Julio.
Wow.
And it's all up to Muzi. He gets one kill on Live, but the Valkyrie is setting up for another kill here. There it is. It's all on Yuna. 9x19 does it, and it's done. FaZe Clan victorious with a full meme round here. NIP did not stand much of a chance in the matchup. 7-2 for FaZe Clan.
Well, that now makes FaZe Clan the second best team in the world. Right? That's how it works?
I don't know if that's how it works.
I love that we get the screen there with the Tashanka and Capcan. So, nicely done. Mav and Live. Boy, oh boy.